Right, hello guys, Master COC here, and I'm going to be talking about the new update. Uh, there's already been a lot of videos released about the new Clash of Clans update, so I'm not necessarily going to talk about as much as what's in the update, because I'm sure most of you guys know, but I'll give a quick overview of what's in the update, and I'm going to spend more time talking about how it's going to have an effect on Clash of Clans as a game, and what you can expect to see from the new stuff being released. So while I do that, I'm going to show you guys some good raids from last war, and then I'm going to show you actually one farming raid that my friend Josh wanted to show you guys, and I thought it was really good, so I was going to include it in the video as well. But so first we're going to start with a raid by Clint. It's pretty good 3-star. So going to the update, if you guys didn't know, what's already been released is the dragons, level 5 dragons are coming out. And then you can no longer lightning or earthquake, which I'll talk about the earthquake in a second, storages anymore. So you cannot get your DE or any storage lightning, but mostly your DE storage, because that's what people mostly go for, is that DE, especially at a lower town hall level. So there's also new spells coming out. There's releasing a dark spell factory, and the spells are going to be made out of dark elixir. And so far they've officially released 2 spells, and there's a third one that they haven't talked about yet, but that is rumored to be called the haste spell. That we don't know what it does, but we know the name and we know that it's coming. The first 2 spells that we already know what they do and that have released are the poison spell and the earthquake spell. For those of you who don't know, poison spell is used to kill CC troops that you lure out. Basically, it's a circle of poison. Any defending CC troops that go inside it will be killed. It doesn't kill your own troops. And then the earthquake spell is a spell that does damage to buildings specifically, so that if you end up with a 49% or you're in a war raid and you get a town hall down to just a very small sliver of health, you can use the earthquake spell to finish off those last buildings and hopefully pull out another star with that spell. So it's kind of like a second chance savior spell. So now that I told you guys what's in it, basically what I think the effect is going to be, I think the poison spell is actually a very useful spell. I think it's going to be used a lot. But one way that you can actually stop the poison spell, if you guys have seen the videos like I have, the poison spell does not do very good damage to high health point troops. Makes sense, obviously, because the bigger health point troops are going to have to take a lot more damage from that poison spell to be able to go down. And the poison spell does not do very much damage to those types of troops. It only gets gets rid of about 1/4 of their health, like P.E.K.K.A.s, golems, dragons, lava hounds, all the big capacity troops that you can fit in your CC. It doesn't do very much damage to those troops, so I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of those in enemy war clan castles, because it basically doesn't allow people to make use of that poison spell and kill all the CC troops without really having to use any of their own troops on it, which adds to their success of the raid if they have more troops going towards their actual raid and less troops going towards the CC lure. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that. That's also something I advise you to do in your own clan wars. Put more big CC troops into your own war clan castles, because it's going to be harder for your enemy to take out that troop, and they're going to have to use some of their own troops, because the poison spell is not going to kill them completely. In fact, from what I've seen, even a maxed one will only kill a P.E.K.K.A. or a dragon about 1/4 of the way, so it would still have a lot of health and really be more of a pain for your attacker to deal with, rather than just luring out a bunch of archers and barbs and being able to kill them rather easily with hardly any troops used, if any at all. Talking about the earthquake spell, me and my clanmates were actually just discussing this in the chat. One of the things about the earthquake spell, we were discussing the possibility of being able to completely take down a town hall with 11 earthquake spells if you were a town hall 10. And what we learned from that I was watching Galadon's video, if any of you guys follow him, one of the bigger COC YouTubers, and he said that he could almost guarantee us that there was no combination of lightning or earthquake that would be able to fully take down a town hall. You definitely would be able to get the town hall down to a very small sliver of health. The only problem, though, is if you ended up using every single spell that you can hold on trying to get that town hall to no health, especially in a war setting, it's going to be very difficult to go through an entire base, especially if it's a well-built Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 9, and go through the CC troops with no spells and still be able to get to that Town Hall. Obviously, if you had a very good attack, some people would be able to pull it off, but I still think it's not going to have much of an effect. You're going to see people, doing conventional raiding, and they might bring one or two to try to get the last few points off that Town Hall if needed, but I don't think you don't have to worry about people using a lightning and earthquake to basically just snipe your Town Hall and not even have to attack you and just be able to get free stars. That's not really going to happen. Like I said, they'll be able to get it down to a very small percentage of health, but in the end, they're still going to have to come up and, actually make contact with the Town Hall and get troops towards that Town Hall to be able to do anything. So, the other two things that were released in this update, like I said, level 5 dragons, but there's also a second air sweeper. This is going to impact air raids a little bit, but given these level 5 dragons have come out, and I've seen them in some of Galadon's and Chief Pat's videos, they're they're really strong. Dragons actually ended up becoming one of the most underused troops in the game by far for Town Hall 10s. And even for Town Hall 9s, just because level 4 dragons are not strong enough to stand up against those big Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 defenses. So, this level 5 dragon, it's definitely much stronger, can really hold up against Infernos and all of those bigger defenses. And something that, I think you'll see a lot more of in air raids now is dragons. You might see a return of the Dragoon raids, and especially with higher level bases. So definitely upgrade your air defenses and upgrade that new air sweeper as soon as you get it, because I think you're going to be seeing a definite return of the air raids in the high levels, and it's not going to be Lava Loon like it has been. I think you're definitely still going to see Lava Hounds, but you're definitely going to see some dragons mixed in there. And dragons... I'm not sure if dragons' IQs have increased at all. I think dragons are still pretty bad about going around and doing, exactly what you don't want them to do. But for people who can control them and, learn how to use them, I think they're going to be hard to stop. So make sure to upgrade your air defenses. Make sure to upgrade the air sweeper that you get and upgrade the one that you already have. And I think that's about it. The only other thing I wanted to discuss is the Titan and Legend League. So for those of you who don't know how that works, Titan League is just like Champions, except there's Titan 3, Titan 2, and Titan 1. And there's also now going to be a Champion 3, Champion 2, and Champion 1, just like all the other leagues. And I'm not exactly sure whether or not you're going to be able to get more gems for reaching those leagues. I assume you would, only because when the Clan Wars update came out, they also put in achievements for getting Clan War stars and for earning Clan War loot and all that. So I imagine they would actually put in more achievements for getting gems for reaching Titan League and for reaching Legend League. The vast majority of players are not going to be in Legend League, I can assure you of that. It's 5,000 trophies. There are currently 0 players in the world with 5,000 trophies. However, with this new system, I think you're going to see a definite, real hard push from a lot of the top clans. All the top clans, are going to definitely be refilling their gems and stocking up and getting ready to go on a big push here, because it's pretty much going to be a race for the Legend League. I think everybody's definitely going to want that, and it's going to be basically a big race. So you're going to see trophies definitely shoot up. Some people are going to get there I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take weeks. It could take days. It just depends how fast the pushing goes, but you're definitely going to see a revitalized top players. You know, they're going to be going hard, so expect to see that. And basically, Legend League Legends, for those of you who don't understand how it works, it's at 5,000 trophies, and what happens is, once you hit 5,000, you're entered into the Legend League tournament, and you try to get as far as you can above 5,000 trophies, but after every 2 weeks, it resets you back down to 5,000, and then for every trophy you had that was above 5,000, it's put into a bank, basically, and those trophies are collected, and it's shown in your profile, and that basically shows overall ranking, so whoever has the most collective trophies from each season that they've been in Legends, and like the most collective trophies over 5,000, that would basically show their overall world standing. But I saw in one of the sneak peeks, there's actually going to be like a leaderboards for that specifically. It's going to show, you know, the top 3 people that were how many ever trophies above 5,000 from the previous season, and then it starts over again, so it's like a new trophy race, and it cleans everyone's slate, which I like the idea of, because as you see now, the top player changes pretty frequently, but for the most part, if you look, you know, the top 100 players or so never change, and for most of us Clashers, you know, we never stand a chance of catching them, because they're just so high in trophies that, you know, we never, you know, there's not a realistic chance for us to ever get anywhere close to them as the trophy hunting system works right now. But you know, it'll be really cool if some of us, or if, you know, any of you or I ever get good enough to be able to reach 5,000 trophies after the season resets. I would be even with everyone in the world, and I would be given, or you would be given, your fair chance to, you know, go out and compete and try to beat everyone else in trophy hunting. So definitely really cool. I like it. That's basically all I had to say about the new update. That's how I think it's going to impact, and some of the tips I would give on how to prepare for it. And I think that's about it. Shout out to all the people I use their raids: Unicorn Empire, Clint, Josh. Thank you guys. And I think that's all I have. So thank you guys, and I'll be releasing some definite videos as soon as the update drops on some of the new spells and actually using them in action, so you guys can see what we got going on here. But that's about it, and thank you guys for watching.